I can tell.
Star money draped in gold, we sippin' on success. Diamonds make moves, icy wrists stay fresh. Dating lights flicker, shadows of the best. Click rolling deep, never failing, no test. I'm the man, star money's glow. Diamonds dance, watch them show. Click together, never solo. Ohio's finest, let them know.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome. This is the On God Podcast. Everything I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. When I do it, these two crazy motherfuckers do it on God. Young Money, Bad News, Coach C of the Start Money Click. Definitely the number one rap in the world. BMC for life. Legendary is my Carter too. It is definitely on the way. 1-5 of the Coach C of the Start Money Click. No one producing the world. Punishment Vodka sponsors every show we do. It is definitely Go Team USA. They are balling right now. I've watched both games. They ain't playing. The aggressiveness is why they're winning. If they stay aggressive, you're not going to be able to fuck with Team USA. Jimmy 2 times, my brother from another mother, got a lot of teams. He picked the wrong week to stop taking. Listen, I'm just let him have that. He gonna have that. We are the All God Podcast. This episode is called Back to the Money because money is about to get back to the money officially. I've been off for a while, but it's time to get back to the money. I'm gonna start off in two sad areas, and they both come from the music business. First of all, I want to give my condolences to Tay Keith, one of the best producers in the world. Was one of the best producers in the world. Really still is because his body of work is going to live on. 29 years old, found dead in his apartment in Nashville. We really don't know what happened yet. They haven't gave us the autopsy, but when I say hits, Drake, Sexy Red, Moneybagg Yo, name a rapper.
And had the best tag ever.
Tay Keith, fuck these. It's the same. You know it's Tay Keith when he say fuck these. It's always Tay Keith, fuck these. He kills them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He has like these hits. I mean, name an artist. I don't care who it is. Name one. You can name any artist you want. If they have a Tay Keith beat, they got hits. That's
right.
it. And every beat he always sends them for some reason, they become hits. So I just want to give my condolences to his family. He's a Memphis great. He's from Memphis. I'm sorry for his family's loss. It's just sad, man. He was only 29, and he wasn't even in his prime for real because he got some shit, man. He was great.
Yeah.
My other condolences, the legendary Clive Davis, 94 years old. Founder of Heirs to Records. Former president of Columbia Records, founder of J Records, and then I'll just name them: Luther, Whitney, Bruce Springsteen, Pink Floyd, Earth, Wind and Fire. He signed all these people. This is a legend's legend. Clive Davis is a legend's legend. 94 years old. I mean, that you make it to 94 though. In my world, just from what we deal with in life, you lived a very well life. They said his estimated worth when he just passed was between 750 million to 800 million. So his family members should be well off. He should be all right. Condolences to his family though, really, honestly. But yeah, we lost a legend. We lost another legend. But the music business, man, that's just the way they pass is just weird because it's like it came out of nowhere. It was unexpected. You didn't see it coming. So I just wanted to give my condolences to both their families. But we can move on now. I just wanted to, because I mean, Clive Davis. When I seen that, I said, "Damn." Do y'all know who Clive Davis is?
Yeah. First thought on my end was, "Dang, he's still alive." And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just I just know Clive Davis has been around since like the 50s.
Forever.
He's been finding like he just an artist and he found them. You know what I mean? Like he probably outside of Quincy Jones, probably the most important person ever in music, ever.
Honestly,
Uh, 40 maybe, and then that's it.
It's got to be them three:
Yeah,
Quincy, Barry Gordy, and Clive.
yeah,
Real
because
shit.
those guys,
But if you go rap music, you would probably say Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine is and Steve Rifkin. Them
yeah,
two really important too.
those guys wouldn't have had a platform if it wasn't for the other three gentlemen.
Period.
You know what I mean?
Period.
That's
Period.
why.
Oh no, wait. We can't leave out Russell Simmons. No, we're not gonna do that.
Simmons wouldn't have had a platform without those guys.
I know.
That's why Barry Gordy was so important with Motown, because he took an independent label
Oh yeah.
and turned it into a powerhouse, and he showed them the blueprint. And then Russell Simmons came along, kicked the door off the hinges, and then you had the Eazy-E's, the who's the guy down there in So Def? Prince.
Jermaine Dupri.
No,
Jermaine
yeah.
Dupri.
I'm talking about
Jay Prince is in Houston. That's Houston.
Jay Prince. You had Easy. You had Master P. Showed them really how to do it and make money. And I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, they taught these guys how to be entrepreneurs. It was good. It was good stuff, though. Back when talent was talent, and there wasn't as much of it. You know what I mean? Finding a needle in a haystack.
I agree. All right. With that being said, 2 Times, you want to say anything about it, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'm gonna start off in the NBA. The Mavericks have found their coach. Dusty May. The fact your name is Dusty May is just too goddamn funny to me.
Sound like a 1850s like he was in shootouts to the OK Corral, like Dusty Bottoms from the Three Amigos.
That's what I was thinking about.
He sounds like the.
He said, Farley.
My little buttercup.
Has a sweet and smile.
That shit was bullshit.
He's kicking up stuff everywhere he goes. Wearing them burnt bananas.
I'll be singing My Little Buttercup at work. Motherfuckers be looking at me like I'm crying.
Looking crazy as hell. Because most of the people we work with weren't even born when that movie came out.
Hell no, they say they too damn young to know. I'm like, man, fuck it. Ooh, this thing got hot, this motherfucker.
Hey, there's a guy on my route that had a hip surgery. And he went to Trotwood. He's younger than me, but he's definitely older than News. But anyhow, he had like a little hip thing done, and I made the reference to a guy there that hopefully he gives himself some time to heal, because he's one of those dudes that likes to be hands-on. And I said he'll jump down in my truck, be like the Bionic Man, and you'll start hearing athletic. Dude just looked at me like, okay. And I was like, man, you gotta go look up the Bionic Man.
Yeah, that shit used to be crazy. That motherfucker jump up over a goddamn 20-foot fence and shit.
Yeah. Shit's nuts.
Have his arms up.
So how do we feel about this hire? Do y'all think this was a good hire? Did y'all think he had enough experience to jump to the NBA just because he won the national championship?
Man, man. I mean, there's a whole bunch of great NBA assistants, especially former players, that should have probably got a look before that. I like to trend towards players that have played the game, especially former point guards that are out there that are understudies under other head coaches. I mean, I know you just got rid of a former point guard, but damn, you know what I mean? You was actually having success. So, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? They hired who they hired. You know, I could be totally wrong and look up at the damn Mavs being in the finals next year. Highly doubtful, but I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah. I thought the firing, first of all, was shit.
Well, we been knew that. We knew that.
Yeah.
But you know, Dusty May, we don't know. I don't know how.
Don't say his name anymore.
Yeah, Dusty May. I don't know how to feel about him, other than he's going to have a cloud of dust behind him everywhere he goes.
He had a shootout with Colt Kirby in Colorado.
My thing with him is, this is my only question about the hiring is, you gotta, like, when you really look at the history of college coaches, it's not too many. You can put on your hand how many do good in the NBA.
Yep.
Like Billy Donovan only looked good because he had certain talent around him at one point in his career there. Then you go, damn, I was thinking about it right before I said it.
Well,
old boy used to coach the Jazz. I forgot where he is right now. Snyder, remember Quinn Snyder? He jumped from college,
but he didn't get good till he went to Atlanta.
No,
he was all right in Utah for a minute, but he got pretty good at Atlanta. It takes him a long time. Like I don't really know. Like
it's just like in football. It's hard. That's hard to go from collegiate to pro.
That's why Nick Saban went from I'm the greatest college football coach ever to when I went to the NFL. I was sorry as shit, but I learned in the NFL first. You know what I'm saying? Like he was an assistant under Belichick, but it's like at the same time, bro, come on, man. Like it's a lot of names out of there, and I'm with 2 times. Look how many coaches are assistant coaches that are really like they could be 1A coaches on a real team.
Like Sam Cassell. You mean tell me Sam Cassell?
Why is Sam Cassell not getting a look?
Patrick Ewing.
Well, Patrick,
like, man, get the fuck out of here.
So, I think, in all honesty, I think coaches do better when they come from the pros down to college instead of vice versa, because they carry that provenance. Like, hey, I know what it takes to get to that next level. If you come here, they got something to sell the kids. You know what I mean? The other way around, they're looking, NBA players, college players, NFL players.
Yeah, you don't respect him. I'm making millions. Who the fuck are you? I make hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't give a fuck about you.
You really got to learn. You really got to have a strong peer-to-peer skills. So you got to understand how to reach adults versus being able to reach kids that are becoming adults.
I make $20 million. Why the hell you got me doing an Oklahoma drill in practice? Doesn't even.
Yeah, you got to be able to sell your vision to 15 other guys in order to make that shit work.
Remember, most guys that get respect from other NBA players when they become coaches, they played the game.
Yep.
The JJ Redick gets respect for the Lakers because he played the game.
And then what's your boy that just got hired from Portland? He played Tiago Splitter. He played overseas. He played overseas and everywhere else.
He won a championship.
And he came under the Spurs system. So I think he'll have some real success because he has that same pedigree of developing young talent.
Well, that's why he had Portland playing so good.
Exactly.
It's not a mystery. But my thing is, think about this. Why did Mike Krzyzewski never come to the NBA?
Because he knew he wouldn't be good.
Yeah, because he's taking a huge risk, with his legacy.
It don't fit everybody. It just don't fit everybody.
Yeah.
And then too, you got to think Coach K coached the Olympics, so he probably saw that firsthand. He was like, "Yeah, I don't know if I want to deal with this shit already."
Right.
Yeah, this is just for a short little time.
Calipari did the same shit. Brought his ass to the NBA, coached the Nets, and was shitty. Took his ass right back to college. We out. Bye.
Rick Pitino, same thing.
Pitino, same shit. Yeah, it don't.
Because he had an average ass Knicks team, and he had players like Rod Strickland. He couldn't control. You know what I mean?
You know what a perfect example of this is? Remember a few years ago, we was gonna pay Dan Hurley to be the #1 paid head coach in the NBA, and what did Dan Hurley do? He made UConn give him the most money of all time as a head coach to stay. And look what they just did.
But who else? Who's the Michigan guy that just tried to go to the Cavs not too long ago? And he was fired before like 10 games or some shit into the season.
I don't know.
That wasn't Fisher. It was whoever Michigan's coach was before Howard. He went to the Cavs. I
know you're talking about. I can't think of his name. I know you're talking about.
Damn, I forgot about his ass.
He was shitty too.
That was the bad fit.
Yeah, that don't. Well, even if
that was like putting lipstick on a fucking pig. I don't even know why. That was just.
Yeah, that didn't fit. Yeah, I know you talking about though. All right, so Trey Young, 4-year extension, $212 million. He inks his deal right back to the Wizards. How do we feel about this move?
I didn't think he was going anywhere in the first place. I knew they could give him the most money, and to be honest with you, he probably felt comfortable there. I think the trend around the league now is to find the right place to be and the right core of people, especially ones you feel like you fit with and build something. Because I mean, we saw Detroit come from nothing, and now all of a sudden they're a potential problem. The Knicks have become that way. I mean, that's just what it is. We're getting a lot of small little cores starting to slowly build around the league. Remember the Spurs a couple years ago? They were looking bad. Yeah, so it's like we might fuck around, look up, and be like, the goddamn Wizards have finally figured out a way to play pro basketball.
Well, you know what else it is the college game. The players that's coming up, them college players that's coming to the league, they're getting better.
Yeah,
they're getting, because remember, Castle is 21. Castle was just 21 in the finals and was balling.
Right.
Dylan Harper looking like a potential superstar.
Shitting. Right. So that's what I'm saying. That 1 year, and some of them is playing extra years. Them extra years, the NIL money for real, it's really helping the leagues because it's making our leagues better.
I think so, for sure.
And you know what? It has to be because it went from the NBA thinking about pushing back expansion for several years. They were talking about in the 2030s is possibly expanding, and they pushed it up and said, "Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now," because they see now that when they do that, they'll actually have some talent to put on these teams, especially when the expansion draft goes, and teams will be able to do like how the Las Vegas Knights are doing in the NHL. They're already playing for fucking Stanley Cups. They ain't even been around but 10 minutes.
These young, because these young motherfuckers is good. Motherfuckers is really good. Shit.
That was my argument for NIL, especially in college basketball. Football, they got to stay 3 years anyway, but basketball, they're trying to skirt college altogether and go to the G League or overseas. And then if they did go to college, they was one and done and coming out and wasn't ready and not getting drafted. So I think this way gives them a realistic way of making some real money and then, enjoying college life and learning to play ball better. So it's definitely great for college basketball in particular.
And if you notice, a lot of them aren't going to the G League no more.
No.
If you don't never hear nobody saying I'm going to the fucking. The last time I heard a motherfucker go say they was going to the G League was literally Bronny James.
Right.
Like literally, that was the last. And Scoop Henderson that played for Portland. He was sweet as fuck, but that's it. Like outside of that, just like gonna be good in college this year, and I want y'all to watch him. Cayenne Anthony is gonna be a monster this year. Sophomore year,
I believe so too.
He's put on 15 pounds of muscle. Oh man, he gonna be a problem, bro. You
know what should happen in college basketball? They should have draft a few more rounds and then fill the G League with that.
I think they do that. I think they don't do that because they don't want to. How do I put this? All right, I'm gonna use a baseball analogy. You know when you get drafted in baseball, the guy was the number one player in college, but he might not necessarily play a day on the fucking soil for like a year or two. I think the NBA don't want to have to go through that. So I think what they do is we'll go these 2 rounds, and then the rest of y'all, you can either get a free agent signed by a team, you can join the G League, or if you know your game ain't good enough, we giving you the opportunity to actually go back. You see what I'm saying? In baseball, they don't really get, once you get drafted in baseball, they throw your ass in that minor league and let you really, really good, and then you got to work your way up to actually play. And then some of them motherfuckers get drafted and never come to. They never come. And that's why 1-5. I think they don't do it because I think they're trying to save face with the players that really don't think they're good enough to come out. Because the NBA uses the foreign leagues like that because they'll draft people overseas, and a lot of times they don't come. Like remember, Sabonis didn't come until he was goddamn 45 years old. Luka didn't come till he was 21 plus. That's what they do.
Well, Sabonis was a little different thing.
Thiago Splitter was like that. Remember, they was like Thiago Splitter was about to be the next, and he was.
But see, it's a lot of them that's exceptions. Like Wemby's just an exception. You You draft a Wemby, you're going to play him. But it's a lot of players that came out that's foreign, like Dirk. Remember, have you ever? I've watched Dirk's documentary. He was not Dirk when he got drafted.
Nah,
No,
he was looking like Kirk.
He was shitty on Dallas, and
Hell, Paul Gasol was like that.
Yes, like Dirk literally tried to. He was gonna go back home, and they begged him like, "Nah, please, you still go." Then he spent the whole summer working on his game, and then when he came back, and they had just drafted Steve Nash, and Nash and him was playing together. That's when he became Dirk, bro.
And I could name 2 foreign players in the last 25 years that have came over here and failed: Darko Milicic and Skittish Veely. Well, I can't remember his first name. Remember Skittish Veely played for Denver?
Yeah.
They were terrible.
Darko was the worst pick ever. Detroit. That was the year Detroit was supposed to get Carmelo Anthony, and they drafted his.
And they would have had a fucking dynasty.
Dumb as fuck. Like, bruh. Manu Ginobili didn't come to. He was a grown ass man, bruh. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I think that's how they trying to do keep the Americans like that too.
Yeah, Tony Kukoc, Pages,
Tony Parker.
Whatever.
Tony Parker was the same.
Nikolov Skittish-Veely. That's his first name. Nikolov Skittish-Veely.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys come over and play a lot of foreign basketball.
Yeah, because they playing against grown ass men. So when they come over,
especially in war-torn countries, them motherfuckers have to grow up fast. They have to be mature. They can't be over here like some of our young, be immature, doing silly shit on social media. Like, if you grew up in Croatia, you playing basketball, and you probably got to grab a gun and be fighting a fucking war after the game.
Yep, pretty much.
And that's crazy.
They held to a different standard in their countries too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The fundamentals are there because we send a lot of our scouts and former head coaches over there, and they've been developing them for years. That's why in baseball and football, the foreign talent has caught up with the American talent, and in certain instances, it probably have passed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. This next conversation, 2 times gonna love this one. This is for him. 1-5, watch this. This is the fun.
I already know where you're going with this. That's why I didn't say it.
I know you know where I'm going. So, Giannis will be traded tomorrow evening during the draft or right before the draft. And there's 2 prospects. There's Boston and there's Miami. But what Boston can offer, I believe Miami can't offer.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is it's not the capital. Because if you put the capital against each other, Miami got way more capital to give away than Boston. But what Boston has is a superstar. Miami ain't got no superstar.
Yep.
But I think what's going to happen.
Bam. They have an all-star named Bam, but they don't have a superstar named Jaylen Brown. And the Bucks. See, what people don't understand, I found this out today. The same person that owns the Browns is part owner of the Bucks.
Haslam.
Haslam is the reason why Myles Garrett got to the Rams. So the reason why Myles Garrett even went to the Rams, and Haslam quoted, I wasn't going to make the trade if Jared Verse wasn't coming for him. So he said, I knew the capital was going to be the capital, but I got to get a star for a star. Miami does not have that to offer them, but Miami has capital as far as through rookies and draft picks and the rest of their roster that they have. But what Boston has over here, Jaylen Brown is a superstar.
So in order to make that trade and make it make sense for Miami, they would have to get a 3 or 4 team trade going.
But Sham said that's not happening.
Yeah, and I honestly think
what Miami's going to have to do, they're going to have to overpay.
Yeah, I think Jaylen Brown's gone. He wanted out for whatever stupid reason he's got.
So you think Boston gonna win this one?
Yeah, I definitely think Boston for sure.
Well, the word is whichever team he goes to, he's going to sign an extension to stay.
Yeah. Now, if it was free agent and he was just going somewhere as a free agent, I would say Miami. But since it's a trade, you got to get.
Yeah. But he's not. Sure. The weird part about this trade is Shams was saying it this morning that people thought it was going to be a 3rd and a 4th team. There's no 3rd and 4th. This is a 1-and-1. He said whichever team he goes to, It's gonna be a 1-on-1. Now, will shit happen later on down the line? But what I'm hearing is whichever team does not get him. Now, watch this. Whatever team does between these two teams that don't get him, they're not done.
Right.
Miami's still going to go look for somebody, and
Yeah.
Boston said they're still going to go look for somebody. So
Because this what they,
though. That's the smart
Yeah.
thing to do.
yeah, because we're tired of playing in a fucking play-in, and this team is not going to go any further. And this is the thing that they said earlier. The Detroit Pistons are very interested in Tyler Hero. So what they're thinking about doing, they're trying to get Miami's trying to send him there and then figure out a way to add your team so they could get Isaiah Stewart over there to y'all and figure out a way to get some capital to help facilitate that trade. So they're looking for ways to trade motherfuckers to get some shit to get his ass.
Well, it's
but
not,
see,
it's not Isaiah Stewart. We want Jalen Duren.
I know, but that's what they said they're trying. That's what Detroit wants to do if they get involved. That's what I'm saying.
We want Jalen Duren. That's only because Luka, when they asked Luka what he wanted, and he said, "I want a top center, a top."
Yes, throw lobs. That's what Luka.
Well, it's kind of hard. It was kind of hard to throw lobs to a guy like Isaiah Stewart, who's too busy fighting motherfuckers. So I get it.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say before you said the Tyler Hero thing, Miami needs to move off of Tyler Hero. I mean,
yeah.
They rely on him way too much.
And he's always hurt for us. We can't. It's not working, man. And it's like we can't get out of that bottom 6 to 10 spot. And it's like we need to make a move that's going to put us in position to at least play for something. Open up a window.
Because you haven't really built around fucking Bam. Mm-hmm. You just kept all y'all been doing is
putting band-aids on shit.
Y'all just keep signing players that don't mesh. Like, I'm gonna tell you what I saw, and I never even got a chance to tell you this, but the night Bam got hurt against Charlotte, when Mitchell had his coming out party at the point guard position, right? I'm watching Mitchell and I'm going, shit. He looked good. Now you got him with Bam. He just found out he can really score because he could score like this in college. But he wasn't getting no opportunities when he was playing in Sacramento. So now he out here, okay. He looked good with Bam. Now you just need a real 2. You don't need a Tyler Hero because all he want to do is fucking shoot every time he touches the ball. So you don't need him because he gets you out your offense. You move him, you bring in something that's just valuable enough to you get you a 2-way player. Then see the NBA now, the ones that's winning championships, you gotta have a good point guard, a decent 2 guard, but your wing has to be a 2-way wing. Or your 2 guard has to be a 2-way 2 guard. You can't have a guy in a lineup that can only play offense or only play defense. The reason why Detroit got their ass whooped against the Knicks in the playoffs, before the Knicks, was because they got Thompson, who is a great defender, but Thompson can't shoot a jumper to save.
Nah, he's terrible. He's terrible at it.
If we gave him a gun and said aim at the biggest goddamn shit out with it, he can't hit nothing.
Nah.
So but that's this NBA. You have to have a guy in your lineup that goes like this. And Giannis brings that to y'all, and Mitchell brings that to y'all. But the problem with y'all getting Giannis is the way Shams made it sound, and Brian Windhorst. If you trade away all that shit and you get him, you're gonna be struggling to build around this motherfucking ass because you got rid of so much shit.
You have to bring in a whole bunch of you have to bring in a whole bunch of hired guns, mid-level exception people, like they did with they said like they did with LeBron and them came here.
Yeah, and it's like it's like for me and Giannis has control, but he doesn't, because Milwaukee's gonna do what's best for Milwaukee. But what Giannis should, if I was Giannis, you know what I would have never did? I wouldn't have gave him more than one option. I would have gave him the one team I wanted to go to. Because when you give him another option, now let's say he goes where he don't want to go. And then now if he goes to Miami, he's really still in Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. Think about it. Milwaukee had decent, y'all about the same on the playing field level. When he's healthy, his team gets to the play-in just like you do. or they get to the playoffs and they get bounced out in the first round. So y'all kind of be. I mean, it's like you'll be having like the same team. Like it's
Well, it depends on what we got to give up, and it depends on what we keep and what we add during free agency.
They're going to make you unload. I told you.
I know that.
Sham said you're going to unload so much shit that
they're going to have to overpay to beat Boston in that. I already knew. I already knew what that was.
And Brian Windhorst and Sham said the same shit. They said so. Him going to Miami would be like he never left Milwaukee. So that's just how they looking at it right now.
Yeah, and the only connection you really got to this guy is maybe if Ronnie Cycli maybe got in his ear a little bit, because Cycli's from Greece also, and that could have been, why he was looking at Miami even in the first place too. You know what I mean? You don't know if this guy's got in his ear, and talk to him a little bit, like you want to check out Miami, something like that, but that's a long shot at best. And then, that'd be your best case scenario is if somebody from his home country was recruiting him like that for the organization. But that's why I say the Miami makes more sense as a free agent than it would be a trade. He doesn't have much control where he goes on a trade, and the organization is going to do what's best for them, not for You know what I mean?
But the thing is, that's why when you're looking at Boston, you go, Milwaukee's probably looking at Boston going, Miami doesn't have a Jaylen Brown over there. Let me look. Tyler Hero, you're not a Jaylen Brown.
You know why I love this move for Boston?
You're not a Jaylen Brown.
Right, and this is why I love this move for Boston, because Boston was that team that beat themselves just like the Spurs did in the finals by shooting way too many threes.
He's gonna stop that.
Yeah, he's gonna stop that.
That's why they really need him more than Miami does. Because Miami, if I'm Miami, me personally, I'll make a move outside of this move where I could get more than just one superstar. Where I might be able to.
Well, that's what they've been trying to do. That's why they've been. Like I said, they said they've been working the phones trying to do a whole bunch of shit. So pretty much the whole damn team, except for Bam, is going to be probably moved damn near.
Yeah, because ain't nobody. Remember, I told you this years ago when Tyler Hero was first on the trade deadline. What did I say? I said nobody want him because he injury prone. He shoot too goddamn much. He take bad shots. Like I don't know. I mean, we'll see. So 1-5 by tomorrow. Where do you think Giannis will be?
Boston.
And 2 times I'm not even gonna ask.
No, you can ask.
No, well, what do you think he's gonna be?
Boston. Because you want to know why? Because the Miami Heat and the San Francisco 49ers don't make big trades, and when they do, they shock you. I don't feel like they're going to shock me. I don't feel the vibe. I saw it this morning. I kind of smiled a little bit, and I said, he ain't gonna want to hear this shit. So I'm not. That's why I ain't said a word about that shit. I said,
it didn't. You know what's funny? When I was watching it, I didn't even do this. I ain't go. He gonna talk that shit.
Well, when they broke it down, it made a lot of sense while we were there.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say nothing, because I took it as this is great information for me to talk about. So when I come on the pod, I won't be acting like I'm leaning towards. I'm gonna give you from both angles why it will be good for you, why it be good for them, why it ain't good for you, why it ain't good for them. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what's in that package with Boston either, though. We just know Jaylen Brown is one of them. We don't know how many shooters you're gonna give away, picks you're gonna give away, because Boston still has to keep some shit. Now they got some shit. Don't get it twisted. They got a lot of shit out there. They got a lot of players. So we'll see. And then we don't know how good. What we do know, because he finally set his ass down again. Tatum, sit your ass down, bro. Till it's actually time for you to play. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that rushing back shit you just hindered your whole process. That was dumb. That was dumb for y'all to even let him. Because now, what if you get this guy and then you get him and now you got to wait for Tatum again to get all the way back right? That would be dumb.
Because remember when Clay retore his? Remember, Clay tore his.
Yeah, but they should have never let him fucking play.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was a gamble. And my thing is this about that. I get it. Sometimes you got to pull a Willis Reed and put things on the line to see if you can pull something off. But you're risking more long term than you are right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm. Giannis is 31 years old. If Boston gets Giannis and your other superstar is not going to be ready when it's time,
he's like he's still in Milwaukee too.
That's why I just said what I said. That's why I said what I said.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Outside of that, if we don't get him, which I'd be shocked if we did, if we don't get him, I don't know where they look to figure this out after that, because they kind of put themselves in a bad situation 2 years ago when they got rid of Jimmy Butler.
Well, not really, because now that Shams and Windhorst went on national TV and gave out what you're willing to give away, all motherfuckers gonna be looking around at you. Motherfuckers gonna be like, oh, you'll give us that and all them picks? Oh yeah, and especially with the young guys getting better in the game now. Oh yeah, motherfucker ain't gonna be. Dylan Harper just made NBA teams go like this. Oh, we can draft. I can get a motherfucker in the draft now. I don't even need you. I can get whoever I want. It ain't shit. All right. Moving over to the World Cup. Probably the greatest soccer player of all time, Mr. Messi, breaks the World Cup record with his 18th goal today in a 2-0 win. He is now most all-time in World Cup play. Now, this is my thing I wanted to say. I was talking to my lady about this earlier today because she's a big soccer fan and she plays soccer. She's one of the dopest soccer players in the area. Her daughter is too. I've watched Argentina. Argentina is the reigning defending champion in the World Cup. So just in case y'all don't know on this pod, but I watched them play 2 games, and I have never seen them play a whole game.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they play, Team USA will beat the dog shit out of them. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Yep.
Messi don't even run. He just stays at the end where he is supposed to be, where the goal is, and he walks. And then as soon as he's walking the whole time, and then once his team gets the ball down towards him, and they pass it over to him, then he starts doing the Messi and starts running. But outside of that, he's walking the whole game. Nobody gets shots on the goal but Messi. And I told her today, I said, if Argentina plays an aggressive team, they are going to get the shit beat out of them. Because an aggressive team we going. Fuck Messi. We shooting the whole game. And if they get aggressive with him, Argentina going to be in trouble, bro.
Well, I like the fact that the U.S. team is young and they don't know better.
Yes.
They're not
and they coach don't give a fuck. I love him. I love him because he ain't American.
You know,
he got that international attitude.
What's he looks like Russell Crowe to me.
Clint Dempsey?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the coach?
The coach. Yeah,
yeah. He cool. He a cool motherfucker, man. I like them motherfuckers, boy. They sweet. That's what I'm saying. I've been watching the whole cup, and I'm watching Argentina like, y'all won the title with him doing this. Like, he's the GOAT, but he's the GOAT by doing this. He just walks. Like, you know how motherfuckers be still jogging? He's walking. And then he just waits for they just give him the ball, and then he goes to work. And it's like, you're not going to do this against a team that's young and hungry and aggressive is going to fuck y'all up, bro. Like, for real. Fuck them up. I just want to put that out there. Shout out to Team USA. They play Thursday at 10 o'clock. They got Turkey. I definitely be tuning in. Let's move over to this subject I wanted to do with the guys. Something we're going to be doing something every week with y'all. So whoever's paying attention, watching, please tap in, give us y'all's response. We would love to know who your GOATs are. But this week is GOATs. Mm-hmm. And this is the rules. You give me your number one GOAT, and you can give me his runner-up. Who you think would be, if he wasn't the GOAT, Who's the GOAT behind him? You can give me that too. We'll do that. That's just fair because it's so hard to just say. I'm gonna tell you the hardest sport it's gonna be is football. Football is the hardest sport to call who the GOAT is because there's a GOAT at every position to me in history of the NFL. So let's go with 1-5.
Okay.
Who is basketball GOAT?
Oh, Jordan.
Do you have a second basketball GOAT?
Yeah, I'll go Kobe.
Okay. Who is your football GOAT?
I know it's popular, but I'm not going to go Tom Brady. I think without Jim Brown doing what he did, he's football GOAT to me.
Okay. So Jim Brown.
Yeah. And then behind him, honestly, I'll probably go Tom Brady after Jim Brown.
Tom Brady after Jim Brown. Okay. And baseball, who's your GOAT?
My go to baseball is Barry Bonds.
Okay.
Never get recognized as the GOAT because of the steroid stuff, but all he did was see everybody else doing it and was like, hey, if you guys are going to do it, watch what I do. You know what I mean?
He was cold.
He was cold.
But you know what about this? What I don't like with this. What I don't. And me and 2 times talked about this. This is what we don't like what they do with Barry.
Yeah.
Barry was cold before that shit.
Absolutely.
So let's stop acting like his hands and the way he swung that motherfucker. He was a base stealer. He was a 30-30 guy on the regular. Let's stop playing.
Bonds was cold when he saw Mark McGuire and Sosa and those guys juicing up. He was like, man, everybody else is juicing. Well, check me out when I do this. Watch this. And he went Super Saiyan on their ass. But Barry Bonds is the go to baseball for me, bro.
Okay. Soccer.
My second's got to be Babe Ruth.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Soccer. Who's your guy?
I'll have to go Messi. You know,
it's kind of hard. I mean, he just broke. Just broke the record. It's kind of hard not to go him.
Yeah.
It's hard not to go him. I added another one. I added a sport. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is. I'm at the end. I'm gonna ask you. I added it though.
Okay. And then I'll go, Ronaldo is second.
Ronaldo. Yeah, I figure everybody gonna say that. Hockey.
Mario Lemieux or Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux is the backup.
Yeah. Golf.
All right, so I'm gonna go a little different route. I'm gonna go Jack Nicholson in golf, and then I'm gonna go Arnold Palmer as my backup with Tiger Woods as a. Tiger Woods to me did more for golf than both of those guys, but I can't say he was a better golfer than those guys. You know what I mean?
Who? That's me and you can have a good debate.
Yeah, I think
we can have a great debate.
You know what I mean? All those guys are goated.
You didn't say, but you didn't. Who you picked was not. They're all goats.
Yeah,
so they like you didn't pick. Those are the goats of golf to me. Like it's just what order. It's just the order you want to put them in. That's all it is.
Absolutely. And if you go any order than that,
it doesn't matter. Yeah, you can't argue with it. Yeah.
You could go Nicholson one, or you could go Arnold Palmer number one. All three goats though. Absolutely.
Who in tennis? Who is your girl? Go.
Serena Williams.
And in men's, who is your goat?
Men's. I'll go. Man, it's hard to go against some of these dudes, but I'll go probably Pete Sampras, man.
Okay. I had a feeling you was gonna say that.
Yeah.
All right. And my last wild card, now that 2 times is gonna know what it is. This is the sport I left out, but I'm about to add it. Okay. Boxing. Who is your GOAT?
Am I go to boxing?
Mm-hmm.
Man, there's so many great fucking.
I know. That's why I left this as a wild card. I didn't put it in the chat on purpose because I wanted to get y'all on one where y'all had to think about it. Like, Hold on, but it ain't really for me. It ain't hard to think about. I know who my GOAT is.
I got like 10.
It can be more. Remember, it can be more than one. It just can't be more than 3.
Throw at the GOAT. But I'll go Mayweather as the GOAT just because his defense was so immaculate at the end and his offense was so good to start with. And the only reason his offense went away is because he broke his hand so much. And so I'll go Mayweather as the GOAT. And then I'll go, and then this is going to be a surprise to you guys, but I'm going to go this way just because he finished undefeated. I'm going to go Rocky Marciano as the backup with Ali really close to that. If not Ali, right above him. But Ali's an obvious answer to me. So I wanted to go obvious.
Yeah, that ain't
Yeah.
Marciano ain't a bad choice though. That's 50 wins. That's 50.
50 wins, 2 losses.
Yeah, that's 50 wins. That's who Mayweather was chasing. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Tank could go there. You could put Tyson there for what he did with boxing. I mean, there's so many ways you could go.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's called Joe. That's why it's called Joe Goats.
Yeah.
It's Joe Goats. Yeah. Yeah, you go anywhere you want.
Boxing.
All right. So we got yours.
Yeah.
2 times.
I thought you were about to go. I thought you were about to go to swimming. I'd have been like logging off. I'd have been like,
nah, I'm not. Hey, he didn't think I was going there because what did I say at the end? I said the wild card is. And
I know. I was joking. I was about to be like Mark Spitz.
I was about to say, fuck, I care about some swimming. Michael Phelps, motherfucker, some weed. That's what I would have said. Michael Phelps and some weed, motherfucker.
Spitz.
Shit.
Spitz.
All right.
Mark Swallow.
2 times I'm gonna start at the top. Basketball. Who is your ghost in basketball?
Oh, Jordan and Magic.
Okay.
Football. Who's your goats?
Jerry Rice and Joe Montana.
Yeah. I knew you was going that way.
You said my goats. They're my goats.
Yeah. I was gonna throw my backup as Joe Burr just to piss Dane off. Joe Burrow is backup.
Hey, you wouldn't have been pissing me off making yourself look crazy than the motherfucker on the podcast.
Yeah.
You would have just been looking crazy as fuck by yourself. Yeah, you would have been like this all motherfucking day.
Yeah, I'd have definitely said, hey, look, I'd have been like that.
We would have had you like that all day. Like, shit, we listen to that goofy shit. All right, baseball, who's your goats?
I'm probably going to go Barry Bonds and probably Hank Aaron.
Okay. All right. Soccer, who's your soccer goats?
Pele and Diego Maradona.
Okay. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Hockey, who is your GOAT?
I'm gonna go Bobby Hull and Wayne Gretzky.
And golf, who's your GOAT?
Tiger and Ben Hogan.
Tennis, women, who is your GOAT?
Serena.
Tennis men, who is your GOAT?
Ash.
Boxing, who is your GOAT? Last question.
Mike Tyson and George Foreman.
Okay. That's not bad. Good list. Good list. That's a good list. All right. Basketball. Of course, Jordan and Kobe all day long. Football. It's funny because I didn't think I would have the same, but me and him got the same, Montana and Rice. That's just me. I've always been Montana's the best quarterback I ever seen in the Super Bowl, and Jerry Rice is the greatest receiver of all time. I don't give a fuck with Randy Moss. I don't care about none of that shit. Go check the.
If Randy Moss didn't take plays off, then I would proudly say he was better than Rice because he was more athletic and he was a freak of nature, but he took plays off, man. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Nah, Jerry never stopped playing football.
Nah, Jerry could play right now, goddammit.
Baseball for me, my GOAT, Griffey Jr., my other GOAT, Barry Bonds. So Griffey and Barry. Soccer, me and 1-5 is the same. Messi and Ronaldo for sure. Hockey, I was Gretzky and Lemieux. That's correct, because I'm a Pittsburgh Penguin fan, so I'm definitely going. I would have put Crosby in there, but he ain't done yet. Sidney is my guy, but he ain't done. But
I had to say Hall because that motherfucker was out there dominating with no helmet on, goddammit.
Yeah, But Gretzky and Lemieux, my guys. Golf, I got Tiger and Jack for sure. I got Arnold. I got Arnold as like a honorary mention right after him, but I gotta go Tiger first. I gotta go Jack.
You want to know why I said Hogan? You want to know why I said Hogan though? Because he was dominating in the 40s or 50s, like at the beginning of golf when it was like its golden era. He was dominating then.
Yeah, when you won.
You know what I mean?
When you won the last.
I mean, it don't matter though. He's still dominating.
You name a fucker you ain't never seen in your life. Have
but I
watched. Hey, 1-5. He just named motherfuckers he ain't never seen.
I've actually seen footage of him playing.
That's why when he said Bill Hogan, I said, "Have you ever seen Bill Hogan play, motherfuckers?" Like we naming everybody we didn't see. Period. I done seen these motherfuckers.
Probably didn't see Jim Brown play live, but you know.
But Jim Brown's name is different. That's Jim Brown. Like you can't. It's hard not to say that. Tennis, I got Serena. On the men's side, I got Federer and I got Agassi because Agassi was my favorite. Yeah. But Federer is a bad motherfucker.
Hold on, mullet Agassi or bald Agassi?
Yeah,
mullet Agassi.
Sure.
Bald Agassi was a beast too, though.
Yeah.
The problem with bald Agassi was Pete Sampras always beat him at motherfucking Wimbledon, and I'd be pissed. I was mad as fuck, bro.
He would always drop the ball.
I hated Pete Sampras, bro, like with a passion. Because I'm an Agassi.
But Pete Sampras' goddamn serve, his serve was crazy.
He was you either at that time you either was an Agassi guy or a Sampras guy. There was no in betweens, bro. Back then,
Agassi way better than Sampras.
Yeah, I didn't like Sampras, but Sampras was the best. But I didn't like him because of that. Because I love Agassi.
I almost went with Borg, but Borg didn't play long enough.
Yeah. My boxing. I got 4. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, dude, I had like 10 for sure.
Bud Crawford, Ali, Mayweather, and Iron Mike. Yeah. All day long. Them is the 4. I could also throw Roy Jones Jr. in this too. Them is probably the 5 best fighters I've ever seen in my life.
I'm talking
about when they in their prime and they peak. Them is the best 5 fighters I've ever seen in my life.
I almost threw Sugar Ray in there because I'm old enough to
him too. But see, the reason why I can't do Sugar like that, because he was in that. It was them 3 just going at it. Hagler, him, Hearns. It's hard to because you like all 3 of them for what they had. But Sugar Ray was that motherfucker. But it's just
they made boxing so great in the 80s. I used to love when HBO boxing would come on. That shit used to be great.
Roy Jones Jr. was so.
They used to be out there fighting wars and shit.
Like this, the talent was all the same. When Tyson came in, I felt like the heavyweight division wasn't as good as it was as he was leaving. Because when he first came in, I don't think it was as good because Ali was just getting done.
Nah, it didn't get as good. It didn't get good to Evander and motherfucking Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe. George Foreman came back. That's when it really started.
I can't agree with that because the 80s had a lot of high quality heavyweights in it. They were high quality.
They did. I'm not talking about that time though.
They weren't legendary boxers like the guys he just named. You know what I mean?
But that's because. But that's all due.
But remember, Foreman was still fighting in the 80s too. He wasn't fighting as much because he had retired, but he was still fighting.
Came back
George a monster. I fuck with Jordan. George was a monster. Yeah, real shit. George was one of the only motherfuckers come back fight at 40 and put that motherfucker. He put Michael Moore on his ass.
But young George Foreman was a fucking tank. He was a fucking tank. If you go watch some of his old fights, the way he was, he was hitting some motherfuckers where.
Man, go watch the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I've seen.
Watch the movie. Shit.
That fight with George Foreman.
the thing about them times was fighting the best fighter
Yeah.
was part of your legacy.
You had
The
to.
problem I know that's what it made you. Not only made you be the man, but it made you a man. Nowadays, the problem is the money and who's the A side and B side. They care more about that shit than the actual fighting. But what I will give the young guys now is them big names. They starting to face each other again. Finally,
Absolutely, because the money's good. And then they don't feel like they're taking a hit on their legacy if they lose those fights, because they can come back and get a part two to that. Whereas back in, the 2010s or whatever, those guys weren't fighting each other because they wasn't getting that second opportunity. You know what I mean? They get that one shot, and then the other guy was like, I don't need to fight you. I just beat your ass,
right?
Now it's getting back to the way it was early 2000s, 90s with De La Hoya and all those guys.
Yeah, it's getting. I love boxing. Boxing, my shit. I watch this shit all. It's literally. It's even getting good in the heavyweight. Like it's heavyweights that motherfuckers don't be knowing about. They be coming up now. That's foreign and shit. Oh man, they be cold. These boys is cold. They different now.
Yeah, because old boy just won not too long ago. Well, just recently defended his title.
Yep.
What's his name? Heavyweight. Oh shit! I was about to say his name.
Tyson Fury's a bum.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he get his ass knocked out. It's coming. And he just came back. He gonna get his ass knocked out though. You talking about I'm about to say
he's
Usyk,
foreign.
not Usyk. He basically beat Fury won't fight him. He was supposed to fight Fury and Fury retired.
Right.
The Ashik, it's like Ashik or I know you talking about. All right, so that was our GOATs. Like, share, please comment. We want to know who y'all GOATs are. Matter of fact, let us know if it matches up with who we fuck with. If y'all fuck with them, we just want to know.
Honorable mention in my NFL one.
13 weeks later, go ahead.
Brady, I went Lawrence Taylor.
Oh yeah, that's why I said, bro. That's why I said if you do football is the hardest because every position has a GOAT for real, like real shit.
You're doing positions. I wrote out the position.
Nah, I didn't do positions. Nah, because that would have been too easy for you. Because you would have just named everybody you like at that position. And then I would have to do that. We would have to do that for every fucking sport. Nah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, we'd have been here all night. We'd have been here like this.
Yeah, like, are you done yet, motherfucker?
Because I had them. And I had to.
He said in that kicker, I want to.
Yeah, like we all. I mean, I got a GOAT at every position in the NFL. Period. Like this is facts, but I'm like, nah, because it'll take all day.
Yeah, because we know 1-5 would have been not naming his GOAT at long snapper.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right, let's get into this side note and then get the fuck out of here because I got to get this bag tomorrow finally, and I got to work out in the morning. 1-5, you was last week first. 2 times what's happening.
All right, so as usual, I got some birthdays. So happy birthday and a rest in heaven to Pistol Pete. He would have been 79 today. Arguably, probably one of the greatest point guards in NBA history. Clyde Drexler, he's 64. Here's one you ain't heard in a while. Former tight end Eric Green, he's 59 today. He's played for 1-5's favorite rival, the Steelers. Darrell Armstrong. You say what?
He was a big guy.
Yeah, he was a very big dude, man. I actually met him in person at the Byers and Bayless camp one year. I said, God damn, this motherfucker Shaq. You know what I'm saying? No, I wasn't doing none of that. And then Mr. Coffee himself, Darrell Armstrong, only motherfucker I know drink a cup of coffee before he go play basketball. He's 58 today. Kurt Warner, I can't believe this one. He's 55 today.
Damn, it seemed like he older than that.
Yeah, because he had gray hair back 30, 40 years ago.
his wife had gray hair when he won the Super Bowl.
Well, because she was sick though. She was having a lot of stress, so I could see that. You know what I'm saying?
She just had a low haircut. She was bad, bro.
Yeah, no, but
No, I'm saying she had gray hair, and it was a low haircut.
Yeah, I remember that.
He had gray hair too at that time, and it was 1999, bro. 2000. Like,
He was stressing out. He was really having to do some shit. But Champ Bailey, he's 48 today, which
monster. But it seemed like he old. He should be older than that.
Nah, I knew him. Me and him about the same age. Me, him and Wolf out the same age.
I'm just saying it because he's been retired for so long now.
Oh, I know. I mean,
Champ was my. Now this is what I want to say about Champ before you go further. Champ to me, he was the coldest two-way football player besides Charles Woodson in college. That's just and Deion. I'm sorry, I don't want to leave out Deion.
Yeah. And then last but not least, Danny Green. He's 39 today. I'd have thought he'd been a little older.
Yeah. 1-5. What you got for me? Happy birthday to all those guys.
Yeah. I got a couple things here. One is I'm extremely addicted to this 82-0 thing online. You get on 82-0.
That is.
All right, so you go 82-0, your Google search or whatever, and then what it does is you hit. It'll give you some options to where you put together a basketball team. So you hit search, and it'll land on a team and an era, and you got to pick somebody off of that team, and then you get your starting five, and it'll tell you how many games you've won. I have yet to go 82-0. I'm like, I've got to where I've only got 3 losses. And that's the best I can get out of that. And that's with having Jordan and Kobe and a couple other people on that team. That was pretty sweet. But, yeah, it's very tough. It's a very tough thing to do, but it's very addicting because you're like, man, how the hell is this team going 56 and whatever? You know what I mean?
Because when you just said this shit, I'm like, what the fuck is 82-0?
Yeah, I was tripped. I was like,
what the fuck that is?
Right. I'm extremely addicted to this. I'll sit on the couch, and instead of watching TV or something, I'm doing this shit for like hours trying to put together a damn team. And then the other thing I got is Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, including the guys on this panel. You know what I mean? Without us leading the way and being involved in our children's lives, this country and this world would not be the place that it is or where it needs to go. So salute to all the dads out there. Appreciate all of you. Be in your kid's life if you can be, and just, you know, make a difference. You know what I mean? Not every kid has parents, but yours does. So do the right thing.
I'm with it. And actually, that was my shit. I was going to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers on this show because we didn't get to do the Father's Day show. Yep. It was yesterday, but Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Especially my father and everybody on this show that's fathers. We represent for the dads, man. I love being the dad. I won't hold you. It's one of the best feelings in the world to be a father. Yeah, it's some shit. This was the show today. I thank y'all for having us. Everything I do it on God. Everything I do, we do it on God. When I do, these two crazy motherfuckers do it on God. I am Young Money, Bad News, Coast of Star Money, Click, No More Rap in the World, BMC for life. Legendary is definitely going to be Mike Carter too. 1-5 is the other coach to ever Star Money Click. He is also the owner of Punish Me Vodka that sponsors every show we do. No one producer in the world, and he is Go Team USA all day. That is Jimmy 2 times, my brother from another mother. His team is on the trading block right now for what they want. He picked the wrong week to stop taking. I don't want to talk about it. We was the All God Podcast. Y'all stay prayed up. Y'all go get that money, man. Get to that bag, man. I know I will. We out.
Peace.
Assalamu alaikum, baby.
Star money draped in gold, we sipping on success. Diamonds make moves, icy wrists stay fresh. Dating lights flicker, shadows of the best. Click rolling deep, never failing, no test. I'm the man, star money's glow. Diamonds dance, watch them show. Click together, never solo. Ohio's finest, let them know.